tell me in your own words what Empowered Learning did for you and your child.
Well, I have to say that it really helped eradicate a lot of the problems that Brittney was experiencing in school. She is an AHAD child. She was diagnosed with it, and her grades have skyrocketed. Her self-esteem was vastly improved, and it turned out to be more than I even anticipated.
What was it like before you learned about Empowered Learning? Tell me what was going on with your child before this program. She went into the program.
She went, even when she was in first grade, the teacher spotted her right away. They said she wasn't able to stay on task. Mm-hmm. She was very fidgety. She talked a lot. She was hard to communicate with. She would frequently shut down. And it progressed as the grades were higher and higher. I did have her checked out twice, and both doctors told me she was AHAD.
It's ADHD?
What do they call that?
ADHD.
And they did put her on medication. The medication really only helped her behavior in class, but it killed her appetite. It made her sick. And there really was minimal improvement in her performance in school. It just made her easier for the teachers to handle.
What support did you get from the school when you had difficulty?
Well, when I asked them to test her because she had been already evaluated by 2 doctors, the school tested her and told me, well, they saw a little something in the test, but they didn't feel she needed help. They gave her minimal help. What they did do for her was at the end of the school, when she was going into 5th grade, she was leaving the school, then they have given her at least a partial IEP. There's a first stage one that's not as intensive. They gave her that. When she got to the middle school, they evaluated her, and with the help from here, actually a report from here, they ended up giving her an IEP, and she got a lot more help at school at that point.
Okay, so you brought her in for screening with Peter Riddle. What were your thoughts during the screening?
Well, it was interesting to me that he was able to describe some of the things she was doing in school, like holding her pencil too tight, the way she read and was jumping over words. I mean, he described a lot of her behaviors, and I was surprised from what I thought was a simple test. And I really can't say I had a lot of hope, but I was at that point where I had taken her off the medicine for a couple of months, and I was making the decision to put her back when I stumbled upon this program. So I decided to give this program a chance first.
Maryanne, so you signed, it's Brittney, right?
Right.
You signed her up for the program. When did you see dramatic improvement while she was going to Empowered Learning?
Well, it wasn't at the 9 and 10 month mark, which was what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But it was at the end of the program. She went a little extra. It was around 18 months, and all of a sudden, everything just kicked in.
Okay. So tell me all the benefits after the program.
Her grades continue to climb, not only in school but on the state test. I could see her going from below average to average. Now she's above average. She has changed her attitude about school. The only thing she has now yet a little problem with is spelling and some math word problems, and maybe not putting her assignments in all the same when she should. But other than that, when she does her work properly, she's now in A's and B's. When she was in this program, right in the middle of it, she was failed totally across the board, and I think it was 6th grade, totally failed across the board. So she's gone from total failure to me to performing extremely well.
Okay, so that we see how it benefited her. How did it benefit you as a parent?
Well, I didn't have to sit at the table and have more tutoring sessions that were going nowhere because of the big arguments. That was a big, big help. And it feels good to see the teachers tell me she's a wonderful kid. They all want her in her class now. It's a totally different experience.
What message would you give other parents if they were to pursue this program?
Well, this is the only program of its kind that I found, not only then, but even now. I've never seen anything like it. And you got to give it a try, because I just know it worked for her. I'm here, and I hear other people telling me how it works for their kids. It's a commitment. It's definitely a commitment, because it was twice a week, hour travel each way, but the results, to me, were well worth it.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just wish this program was available for more children all over, because it's really done. It it's done miracles with Brittney, and I don't know what else to say.
Okay, thanks, Maryanne.
Okay.